So you're trying to get better at public speaking and you're looking for the easiest way to improve. Well, in this video, I have that way for you. What's up, it's Gene. I'm a storytelling coach and I'm here to help you to communicate with confidence and authority. Yes, we all know that public speaking is scary. You probably have a presentation coming up and you're terrified out your mind because you have no idea how you're going to get through it. Or you're probably just trying to develop your skills. Well, I am going to give you the easiest way to improve at public speaking. So what is that? It's through storytelling. And I'm going to give you 3 principles to explain why. Because once you understand these, you will see why storytelling is the easiest way for you to improve at public speaking. The first one is memorization causes stress. When I first got involved with public speaking, I joined the speech club because, like you, I want to improve at it because at that time I was working in the corporate world. And when I got to this speech club, I met this older man. And I looked him in the eyes and I say, listen, I'm terrified of public speaking. I have no idea how I'm gonna get better at it. What do you all do at this club? He say, well, we require everybody to come in to do about a 7-minute speech. Now, when he said 7 minutes, I automatically got afraid. I was like, how in the world I'm gonna give a 7-minute speech? I'm pretty much an introvert. I cannot stand up in front of people and talk for 7 minutes. I mean, my mind went crazy. So I said, sir, I have no idea how I'm gonna give a 7-minute speech. He said, well, let me show you how I prepare for my speeches. So he shows me this piece of paper, and it was his speech that he was going to give that day. It was typed out. And it was like 3 or 4 pages. What he had did was went through and memorized the entire speech. So I adopted that. I said, you know what? This is the way you can do a 7-minute speech. So when I joined the club, I had to give my first speech. I typed out everything I was going to say. I typed out all the facts I was going to present. I typed out all other people's stories I was going to tell. And when I got up to give the speech itself, I was so stressed out because I was trying to memorize everything I was going to say. And that made it so much worse. I felt like I was a deer in the headlight. See, when you're trying to, get better at public speaking, one thing that will really hurt you is memorization. Because if you're already stressed out about the potential of giving a speech or speaking in front of people, if you go through and you try to memorize all these stats and other people's stories and things like that, when it's time for you to get in front of people, you're going to be so in your head thinking about everything you need to say perfectly that it's going to cause you to get up there to freeze, or it's gonna be a complete disaster. And that's what happened with me. I got up there and it was a disaster. I didn't remember nothing I was supposed to say. I felt lost. So the first thing you must remember is that memorization causes stress. You do not want to be a person that's memorizing material if you want to get better at public speaking. The second principle, your experiences need recall, not memorization. This is where storytelling comes into place, because when you start talking about your personal experiences, the stories in your life, you don't have to memorize those. You lived it. So when you get up there to give a public speech or you're talking in front of people, if you just talk about an experience that make you emotional, maybe it was a time you was happy, you was sad, you was depressed, you don't need to memorize that. You could just talk about it as you are going through it at that moment. You could tell people how you felt. You could tell people what you went through. And this is the greatest way to improve at public speaking, because now you can get up there, you can speak freely. You can tell people about yourself. You can tell people about your experience. You'll be using a story that will allow you to communicate. And if you get up there and start to recall the experiences from your life, you're going to realize you're so much more relaxed, because recalling your experiences will not require any memorization. Principle number 3. When you're in your head, you are emotionally dead. The one thing that will allow you to be effective as a public speaker is when you are able to connect with the audience. You have that emotional connection. See, when you get up there trying to memorize facts, memorize a speech line by line, you'll be so in your head that you'll be emotionally dead to the audience because you have put this barrier up. You're so concerned about you. You're so concerned about the words that's coming out your mouth, memorizing things perfectly, that you become emotionally dead to the audience. And so they're sitting there watching you do a performance instead of connecting with you because you're using your stories to connect with them. You see, I learned when I first worked with a speech coach the importance of not being in my head because it would make me emotionally dead. And I remember when I was memorizing my speeches like that older gentleman taught me, I always felt like there was a disconnect. Like for some reason, I felt like I was in the room speaking and I was by myself, even though it was an audience in front of me. That's because I was in my head. And if you want to improve at public speaking, storytelling is the easiest way because it'll keep you out of your head. You won't have to worry about memorizing this, memorizing that. You can just get up and talk about your life. And what the beauty about that is that when you get up there and talk about your experiences, it allows you to just be yourself. You can speak naturally. You can have fun doing it. And people will connect with you because they will see you're speaking from your own heart, your own mind, and you're being vulnerable with them about the experiences in your life. So if you want to get better at public speaking, storytelling is the easiest way to improve. So I want to encourage you to look inside of your life and ask yourself, what stories can I use? What principles can I teach from those stories? Because if you start focusing on storytelling instead of getting up giving a perfect speech or presentation, you will improve tremendously in your public speaking. If you like this video, I want to ask you to like and share this video. Also subscribe to my channel because I will be giving more storytelling and communication content. And if that's something you would like me to speak about when it pertains to storytelling or communication skills, leave a comment below and also let me know what you think about this video. It was great talking to you, and always remember that if you want to get better at public speaking, storytelling is the easiest way for you to improve.